holiday, how many out there of you hold full-time, part-time jobs besides Tupperware? Wow, a lot of you. I'll have to share with you, I did too. And before I started Tupperware, or actually when I was in Tupperware, I had a full-time job. And in that full-time job, I had to work every holiday and every weekend. Every Christmas Eve for 18 years, I had to do that. So you know what we have? We have the opportunity of the first 2 weeks of December to work very, very hard and take 2 weeks off if you choose for the holiday with your family. Do you think your work would let you take off Christmas Eve? I wish they would. Well, I'm really glad that yours did, but mine didn't. And so you know what? You have that opportunity. And you know what? I have some amazing people, as you saw. So Tanya, you want to come on up and help me? So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you about the first 2 weeks. And I want you to think of it. How many of you just had the best record breaker ever? Yeah? Did you receive those paychecks? Did you get those bonuses? Oh my gosh, they were amazing. I want your mind to switch to record breaker the first 2 weeks of December. Okay? And I want you, I think we had calendars. Are they in, Jen? Oh, here she is. She's passing them. You're so wonderful. She's passing you a calendar. If you have it, take it out. And I want to tell you, as we have many things in our lives going on in your family. And so what I always like to do is before I start working is I want to prepare our calendars. We have children, we have family, we have life. And so I need you to plug in those family experiences. We have children in programs, as Tanya will share. I know you plugged in very well with her family. And so I'm going to ask her to share a little bit how she plugged it in with as busy as it is with your amazing voice. Is that okay? Because she really did plug it in. And so I want you to take a look at that. And I always like to highlight my calendars green. For what reason? Money. Yeah, those were the most important days. So I wanted to get my family events in first. And let's figure out how you can have a record breaker 2 weeks of December. Are you ready? Tanya, would you just share a little bit about your voice, because it's been very important here for you. Go ahead, thanks.
I'm not crying today, though.
No crying.
I have twins that are graduating this year, so I'm very focused on making sure I don't miss anything. I'm sure you guys have been there before, right? So, but we do want to stay connected to our teams. We want to stay connected to Tupperware. So the first thing I do is make sure that we have all of the sports schedule, all of the band schedules, all of the other extracurricular activities scheduled into my calendar, and then I go into making sure that I have scheduled for the team meetings and organizational meetings and trainings as well. Okay?
Okay. Who wants to make money? Yeah. Okay. Hold on, you got everybody. All right. Okay. No slides. Girl, we're talking about Paulette. Here we go. I'm going to have 3 clubs for the month, or actually 2 weeks of December. Okay. My first club is going to be those who want to sell $6,000 in 2 weeks. Who would like to do that? Well, I think so. So Tanya, share quickly about money. Let's talk money, right? Do you want to have a debt-free holiday? Would that be wonderful? So if you could do that in the first 2 weeks, wouldn't that be amazing? So let's just talk cash. You ready? Okay. Go, girl. Yeah, we're going to have Julianne. Julianne, will you come up? Oh, yeah, sure. But we're going to talk a little bit about how much money, and I'm going to ask you to share. Because a lot of you heard all these parties, but I want you to share your days. So if you only have 3 days or 4 days or 2 days in your week, let's figure out how we can get sales, but let's talk money first. Can you read mine?
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna plan to have 6,000 in sales.
Yes.
How many parties would an average consultant need to do?
An average consultant would need to do 12 parties.
She is so good. Come on, closer.
Okay. You need to do 12 parties. That's $500 a party, but hopefully you're working for bigger ones. You may have smaller, but then you need a bigger one to balance them out.
Very good. Very good. So how many of you have room for how many parties?
12.
12.
In 2 weeks?
Well, did I see room?
That's-
Julianne, what if I have 3 days available? And I know you do this, and I know we have several in the room that do this too, is you do morning, afternoon, and evening. How many of you think a party only happens at 6:30 at night? No, it doesn't, right? It does not. So, right?
Yeah.
You do that.
That's true, and my director, when she was working, she did third shift parties because she was on second shift, and so she would connect with the second and third shift people, which are not necessarily the 6 o'clock in the afternoon or evening people. So
Very good.
look for different groups of people.
Look for different groups of people. Okay? Oh no, she lost it. You changed everything. I love you. That's too funny. You did hit delete. You're so fun. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So, how much money do you make at $6,000?
You make 25% plus, then you get, depending on what level you're at, you get bonuses.
You do.
Yeah, and so 6,000, 25% of 6,000 is $1,500. How many of you make $1,500 in 2 weeks? And how many hours do you have to put in at a regular job to get $1,500? Right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So if they're not able to have 12 in-home parties, yes, and not all the time do you have in-home parties, what would you do to help? I call that the foundation is always our party, then we have icing or like a cake, and then we have icing.
You can encourage fundraisers, and you can do what I call the busy hostess parties.
It's hostess party,
Yeah.
very
And
good.
it's not a book party, it's a busy hostess.
So we can do that. Okay, what if you want to be in my next club of $3,000?
So that should be easy.
Oh, listen to Julie. That should be easy. Would you like to be in our $3,000 club?
If everybody's hand isn't up, you are lying through your teeth.
Yeah.
3,000 in 2 weeks, come on.
Oh, Julie,
She's not
yeah.
saying you have to do it, she's saying you would like to do it.
Would you like to do it?
Okay, then.
Do you want to just
Yeah,
stay
you'd
here
like to.
for your knee? Because Laura has injured knee. I didn't want her to jump up, but she is. I wish I could lift her up. Here you go. Laura, tell me what you're going to do 3,000 in 2 weeks. And how many parties would that be?
Okay, that would be about 6 parties. There's a lot of different things you can do.
Yep.
One thing that I push a lot to my team is to do a mystery hostess party. Anybody
Yes.
can pull together a mystery hostess party.
Yes.
And you have to make it fun, you have to make it short, but you have to make it lots of fun. And I encourage to do a lot of crazy things for them to earn extra tickets that you normally wouldn't do at a normal party, you know, just to make it just fun and interesting so that people will want to come.
Very cool. Awesome. Like, she wants to know.
Yeah.
We do crazy, okay, I send a list out and it changes from one party to the next, and usually I go by seasons. I did, for the month of October, they had to wear pink. You have to understand, I do mostly parties with Amish. Pink is not a color that they wear a lot. So they had to get very creative, but they had to wear pink in order to get 10 tickets. And it was just the craziest thing, and we were just laughing, and people were having so much fun. And just, you know, it's just things like that. We play, you know, and at Christmas time, take your little powdered donuts with candy canes, and and they have to put the candy cane, the hook part in their mouth, and see how many powdered donuts they can get on their candy cane. You know, just crazy things like that, just things to make it fun. Because when people are having fun, they're gonna buy.
Wait, can't leave, because she shared this with us, and this is probably my new favorite ever in Tupperware. And so, and I call it Laura's Amazing Fudge. And I have to tell you, she shared this with us, and it is amazing. So you have to share that, because as we learned from Kevin, where's Kevin? last night. There you are. So what makes it fun? What makes it interesting? And for those of you that work, candy making can be done very simply, very easy. Busy moms on the go. We need this, but this is amazing. So get ready for this recipe. You're going to need a long page. No, you're not. It's so great. Just share. I have to tell you, I made the paper. Oh my word. Okay. Oh, no, don't give me away, Julia. I'm going to.
This fudge is actually very, very simple. You take 1 can of chocolate icing, this one's my favorite, 1 can of chocolate icing, a small jar of peanut butter, put them together in the large of the stack cooker, pop it in the microwave for 1 minute, stir, and put it into the small, our new silicone, the pan, fits in there perfectly. Just chill, for a little while. I usually make one ahead and take it along to the party, and we eat the one I've already made, and I take the other one home. But, and if you want just plain peanut butter fudge, use just vanilla icing and peanut butter and mix it together. It's so simple, it's so easy. Anybody can do it, and it's delicious.
Yes. A 16-ounce jar of peanut butter. Yes. It's amazing. Can I tell you? We couldn't believe how amazing it is to give gifts. It just pops right out, and then you can cut little squares. It's just amazing. I have to tell you, I loved it. And then Rhonda, she decides to make peppermint bark, right, Rhonda? And she does it with white chocolate and then her peppermint on top. It just pops out too. This is probably the most amazing thing for fast, easy, for people on the go that you can use to make. But I love that idea. Make it different. Why are they coming? Make it a reason or a purpose for them to come to you. So this is fun. Don't be afraid to use it. We loved it. Laura, thank you. I loved it. Julia, thank you. I loved it.
Welcome.
Wow. Okay, we have another club. Oh yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Here you go. I thought I was bad. Okay, here we go. You're good. Okay, we have a $1,500 club. Who wants to be a $1,500 club? Who works another job? Who's so busy in life and you don't know who to party in and you're really busy? What's the fastest and easiest way to get this? Tanya, ready? We got many ideas.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Okay. So there are a lot of fun ideas that you guys can do, especially at the beginning of December. But one of my favorites is holding my own party, and I like to reward the hostesses that we've had throughout the year, your best customers. So it's a customer appreciation event at your home or a hall. I have found over the years my favorite night to do it is the Sunday before Black Friday. Do you know why? Because everybody has their engines revved, they're ready to shop, right? They've been holding on to that cash, so if they come to your place before Black Friday, then they're ready to really spend. So that'll help you with your in-home party or event, okay? Give tickets out, make it fun. I have a table set up so that not only are we doing a party and getting orders that day, but I'll reward them if they will do a party as well in the month of December. So I have a table set up of different gifts that they can choose to take home that day if they book a party in December as well. The offer spouse shopping and wrapping. So, fellas, I'm sorry, but we know how much you don't like to wrap and how much we don't like for you to wrap. Yes. So, we will invite the hostesses' spouses to have a party, and we will volunteer to wrap those. There's usually pizza and beer involved, I'm not gonna lie, but that's a good night too to get some parties. We have the party in a bowl. So, how many of you guys have never seen the party in a bowl? I think it's been around for a while, but if you're new, we did bring an idea for you. So the party in a bowl is pretty simple. You're gonna put some order forms, current catalog, sale brochures in here, and about 10 goodies. Usually the date me gifts, fun little things that when somebody places an order, they can get an automatic gift, okay? So nothing major, but this party in a bowl is gonna go to anybody's office, right? They can do this in an office, doctor's office, on their lunch break, something like that, at a hairstylist, salon, somewhere like that. So this really is just transportable anywhere. And then also what I like to do is if I'm gonna do a party in a bowl, I will see if I can just pop in just for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Maybe we'll bring them some fudge or something this year. But just 10, 15 minutes so that you can thank everybody for their orders, answer any questions, and that gives you an opportunity to connect with those customers and get them in your VIP page and future parties. Basket party, same idea, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some cash and carry things, you're gonna put together these fun baskets and go around as well, and have an office basket party. The 10 by 10, so 10 people collect $100. I think some of you guys call them turkey trots. Anyone doing a turkey trot party for Thanksgiving? Yeah, so you just find 10 people who'd be willing to maybe share a set of catalogs, some brochures, maybe give them a hot item to hold on to and show that at the Thanksgiving dinner weekend. So as they're celebrating with their families, they can collect $100 in orders. And then that would be $1,000 in orders, right? So you know you're gonna hit the $1,500 club. So you would do that and then disperse the free product. So one person might win the thank you gift, you're gonna have 3 half-price items to give away, and then just divvy up the free product that would be accumulated. The toy donation charity parties, those are a lot of fun. And Tupperware did an awesome job this year. I love, love, love the toy brochure. You guys haven't seen it, you're missing out, but I will tell you, everybody is loving that they put this in its own brochure and all of the items in it from the past and all the fun things that are current. So you could have a party all on its own just with this brochure, right? And we are in the spirit of giving, so we want to make sure that, you know, they'll have a chance to buy for themselves and others, but then also they can donate something as well. And you can have the charity already set up so they know what they're donating to. Cookie exchange. Who wants Laura coming to your cookie exchange? I know I would. So cookie exchanges are a lot of fun. They go back in history, but that's an oldie but a goodie. Candy making classes. I would think Tupperware has provided you with all the silicone forms and things that you could use for a candy making class, so that's pretty cool. A sample sale.
Oh,
Do you even know what that is?
sample sale?
Yeah, do your thing.
A sample sale.
Oh, heavens, yes.
Or, Julianne, why? What is
Well,
it?
samples, you have your
Samples
samples
in
that
your
you use
kit.
in your kit.
Yeah, so
And
we-
you're going to offer them for
Again.
sale.
For sale,
Yes.
so that you can buy new for the new year. I just want you to think out of the box just a little bit. And I have to tell you, I so love the cold brew. Chris will laugh, because everyone knows I never drank coffee, but I love the cold brew. And I think that with the barista kit that we got, or if you have your own kit, and you're available in the daytime, how many of you go to get your hair done, or you go to get your nails done? Okay? Or there's a salon close to you, maybe your mom went. Do you know the opportunity we have that we go down and talk to the owner and we want to come in and offer cold brew or brownies, or if you really want to make a yummy pumpkin square, really easy. I love this recipe. It's a spice cake and 1 can of pumpkin, small one, and you mix it together and you use these forms or the muffin forms. It is the best pumpkin you'll ever have. Pumpkin squares, drizzle it with your deco pen with cream cheese. It's amazing, and it pops right out, so you can take that with you. There are so many amazing things you can do. Real estate. We are blessed to have a real estate right next door to us, an office. And if you can go in there, one of their, I don't know what they would call them there, but she's going to bring her team into the studio for a make and take to treat her team for a make and take in our studio. You can go and do cold brew in there when they're in. I think we have an opportunity to take your gift bag or a basket full of the cash and carry. You have women that haven't seen Tupperware forever. So I just want to open your mind to where you can go. Corporate shopping. You know, if you know someone that has their own business, we have the best gift to give them. And we shared Rhonda's secret the other night. It was a corporate shopping of a woman who had a company who purchased 25 of the, thank you, lasagna pan at that party, okay, to give gifts. So if you're not approaching people, you have so many doors to go to. And you can start now. We have time to get this to them. And if you're going to offer wrapping for them, why not? So you know what? You can have the biggest December ever and have 2 weeks off with your family. You know, I think it's Ellen, isn't it all about the choice of what you do with your time, when you choose to do it? Look at your calendar, look at your window, look when you have an opportunity to date a party, double host it, do in your home, as Tanya said, you're decorated for the holiday. Bring in your 10 by 10s to your home. Serve cold brew. Give them those brownies you made as they come in. Give tickets to date into January. Your December will explode your January. It will. For every party you hold, you can add 2 into the first 2 weeks of January. Okay? As we heard, who's telling me about January? Suzanne. You know, the first 2 weeks is where you need to focus. First week first, second week. I know we have 5, but I have these openings the first 2 weeks. It's all about choices and word choices that we give people. So we want you to be a $6,000, $3,000, $1,500 club. We want you to make the most money possible for you and your family to have the best holiday ever. So we thank you. And we want to thank Tupperware, because those of you that know, Stuffables is the bonus. Is that right? Stuffables? Right. Right behind us is your bonus for 300 and, is it just 300?
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming up. Oops.
It's okay.
Oops.